Two important performance tools of the Ultranova are its arpeggiator and chorder. The arpeggiator allows us to play tuneful patterns based on the notes held down. We can also get the Arp to play after we've released the keys by turning latch on. Let's see what we can do to the arpeggiator under its settings. The first setting allows us to control what rhythmic division the Arp plays to. Next, we can set the Arp Mode. This sets how the Arp plays through the notes played on the keyboard. Firstly, up ascends through the played notes. Down descends through the played notes. Up down 1 ascends and descends through the played notes, playing the first and last notes once. Up down 2 does the same, but plays the first and last notes twice. And played runs through the order in which the notes were played. Random runs through the notes in a random order. The last mode is chord, which for polyphonic patches will play the notes played into the Arp as a chord. On the third control, we can select the rhythmic pattern that the Arp adopts. There are 33 set patterns that can be chosen from. The next setting allows us to set the gate length of each step of the Arp. The gate length defines how long each step will be played for. For gate lengths over 100, the steps will be tied together in legato fashion. The next control lets us choose how many octaves the arpeggiator should cycle through. We can select up to 8 octaves, which the arpeggiator will then ascend through. Note that whilst in random mode, the octaves will continue to ascend upward and will not be selected at random. The sixth control allows us to switch on key sync for the Arp, which will reset the arpeggiator's rhythm on each key press. Next, we can switch between whether the synth responds to velocity data stored in the Arp's patterns, or from notes played on the keyboard. Lastly, we can change the global BPM of the patch and arpeggiator. Another useful performance feature of the Ultranova is its chord engine. This allows us to play in a chord, then apply that chord to any further key presses. This is great for live performance, especially if you're playing another instrument at the same time. With the chord engine turned on, if we hit Edit, we can then access the engine's settings. By hitting the Start button, which is currently flashing, we can input the notes of our desired chord. Note that for each key played in, an interval in semitones appears on the screen. Once we've played through our chord, we can hit Accept to store the chord. Now, our chord is played with any key pressed. Note that the note is transposed accordingly. We can also use chorder to simply stack octaves to give a bigger sound to each key press. Note that the arpeggiator feeds the chorder too, so we can set the arpeggiator to play our chords.